Hey, what's up, apes? Welcome back to another episode of the Anime Action Podcast. Today, I've got Dapper, an anime expert, a mentor, and an advisor for which anime to watch, which anime to drop, and which to invest your time into. Let's see what he has to say. Welcome to the show, Dapper.
I'm flattered. I wanted to be on the AAP for such a long time.
Oh, really? Tell us a little bit about what you do as an anime expert.
Okay, certainly. I deal with a lot of anime assets and liabilities. Let me tell you, there's a lot of anime out there. It's my job to sift through the dirt and find the gold.
Glad to see you shining, brother. What kind of projects have you been into recently?
Well, you know me, I'm always on the hunt for the next trend. That's the big thing. Anime market, it's up now, but it could be down at any time.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. That's true.
You
what would you
gotta
say?
Keep your trust funds ready, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
What are your top 3 anime of this century? 3 that are just perfect in every way.
It's a good question. I'm actually going to flip it on its head, though, and ask you the same question first.
Whoa, buddy. Whoa. I asked you first. That means you got to answer.
To be a good host, I believe you should go first on this.
I would like to be a good host, but I think I'd be an even better host if I had you answer it. And then maybe I'd answer afterwards.
Okay. I don't like your attitude, but okay.
All right, what are these
top 3 of the century, you say?
Yeah. 1,000 years. That's a century.
1,000. Okay. I would have to say Samurai Champloo is one of my favorites.
Okay.
The classic Cowboy Bebop. I mean, what are we talking about? That's number 1.
Okay.
I'm looking at my charts right now. It's been number 1 for years.
Is that one? That one's about cowboys, right?
In space.
Cowboys in space. Cool. That's cool.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I see.
And then probably Samurai 7.
Samurai 7. There's a lot of samurai on this list, I've noticed.
Well, you can do a lot with the samurai sword when it's anime, you know, and it really just, I feel like they can really express themselves.
You see those scenes where the samurai guy, he unsheathes his blade and like he dashes real quick, or it just cuts to him moving behind his opponent, and then he sheathes his blade back, and like the guy's cut in half. It's really,
and it slowly slides off dramatically.
Yeah, that's really dope, dude.
That's probably why it's in the top 3 twice.
Excellent. So we have a lot of new anime watchers, anime fans, perhaps, in the audience. What would you say, since you're the expert here, what tips would you have for a young upstart trying to get into anime?
Well, I mean, follow your heart, for one.
That's
true. What do you feel? That's what you go for. It's about expressing yourself. Diversify your portfolio. You could try all kinds of different animes out there now. Action, comedy, romance, flowers, drama, sport.
Sport? I love sport.
Yeah, everyone loves sport. You can even do ones about food. It's anything that you love. All sorts of wacky stuff.
Food Wars, have you seen that one?
I love that one.
I love that one too.
Top 9 for sure.
I'm pretty sure it's about food and stuff or something. Yeah.
What else do you need?
What about anime watchers on a budget? Someone that wants to watch all these shows, but he just can't afford a Crunchyroll subscription.
I mean, always pirate your anime, right? I mean,
yeah.
What do you pay? What do you pay for anything for? Steal everything.
So, well, I think.
Okay.
Steal's kind of
anime
harsh
for now. We'll move.
Maybe sample.
Maybe later on, I'll tell you deeper about just taking everything for yourself, but. Definitely always pirate your anime. Yeah. There's no reason to pay for it. I mean, constantly be refreshing free trials on that Crunchyroll. If you got to make new emails, you got to move houses and change your address, do that.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Really take advantage of it.
Yeah.
And don't even get me started on the NFTs.
NFTs?
Buy now. Your money is depreciating as we speak. And you could be buying NFTs with your hard-earned money. Stocks and bonds.
Very nice. I'll make sure to set aside some of the money I make just for NFTs. That does sound pretty smart. What's kind of like the best part of owning an NFT?
I mean, you own it. That's the whole thing.
Like no one else can take it.
Yeah, in your brain, that's yours forever.
Okay.
What else besides your consciousness? What else is like that? You know.
Yeah. I mean, what kind
they're
of
basically
things?
It's like cloning yourself.
It's like
And having
cloning yourself.
A version of it.
What is considered an NFT? Like a video? Could that be an NFT?
I mean, you could pull a hair off the back of your hand right now, and that could be an NFT.
Like it's like
And
anime.
I'll buy it right now.
It could be anything.
That's how expensive they're going up. Put all your money into them. Everything.
Okay. Well, you did say about diversifying your portfolio, right? You don't want all of it going into.
They're just so hot right now. I mean, if we're talking non-anime,
Yeah.
go that route. But obviously, you shouldn't be paying for anime anyway. You know what I'm saying?
So would you say something like 70% budget going to NFTs, 30% bills, something like that?
Yeah, I mean, at least, right?
At least, okay. All right. Last time we spoke, you were telling me something about a indie anime fusion pop punk deal you were having.
Oh yeah, I just closed on that yesterday.
How'd that go?
I spent 36 hours without rest leverage. It was punching numbers just all night long, trying to figure this thing out.
Yeah.
And get a return on my investment. And it was a grind, but we made it happen.
Made it happen. That's awesome. How much would you say you made from that deal? If I can be a little nosy.
I mean, I made, let's just say, a percentage of Crunchyroll goes to me, which I mean I give out for free basically. So
I see.
You do the math.
All right, I'll do the math there. You're still living in your vacation home, right? It's a van, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
How's that going? What are the advantages of living in a van?
Well, I mean, I can be anywhere, right?
It's the mobility, like in
I mean,
FPS.
I can literally watch anime in California right now, and we could be talking at the same time.
And it's what's the word? Economical, I believe. You don't have to pay, for many things in a van. What kind of things are you saving on?
A lot of things, mostly because I had the engine rebuilt to where now it runs on fry grease, actually.
Fry grease. So you just go to McDonald's and get fry grease there?
And guess what they're willing to get rid of pretty cheap, almost free most of the time.
Interesting.
Fry grease. I mean, they're basically throwing gallons of it away. So
would you recommend moving into a van if to the audience? Would you recommend that to them?
I mean, it smells like fries. At least my van does, but absolutely. I mean, you can get it expanded in any way you want, and I mean, they got large vans out there. It's basically the same size as a house. You know?
And heating and cooling is free in that because you just can turn on the AC or the heat, and you don't have to pay a bill for that.
Yeah, I mean, you get a couple extra batteries, and then you pretty much heated for the rest of your life.
I see. Let's move on. Next question. I understand you've got a master's degree in theoretical anime.
That's right.
That's right.
I'm also the highest rank.
You're the highest rank.
Indeed.
Yes. That's awesome.
Which I would like a little bit of respect for that.
I do.
It took me 12 years.
12 years.
12 years.
The highest rank.
The highest rank.
For real, you're telling me you're not no bull. The highest rank.
The highest rank there is.
Like if there was another rank, you'd be above that one too?
Like if there was another rank, it would be the creator of the rank because there's no more rank. You know what I mean?
Whoa. Can you talk to us about like a theoretical anime, what that could look like? Since you're the highest rank.
I mean theoretical, right?
Yeah.
So it's theoretically, what can you do? Give me an example of something theoretical. Like,
I guess theoretically you could have an anime about a young, timid schoolboy, and he's got a girl that he really likes in his class, but he's too much of a coward to really talk to her.
Right.
But one day, a magical artifact, lands. It's a meteor, and it hits him in the head, and he gets the power to like control people's minds, and through a little bit of, misadventures, they hook up through his magic power. So that could be like a theoretical anime, but...
And you just thought that up, right?
Yes.
That's brand new. Never happened.
Yes.
Theoretically, you could do that.
Theoretically.
Yeah.
Theoretically, I could think that up.
Theoretically, you just did.
Theoretically, could I think of another...
power of anime.
Could I think of a concept that doesn't exist, though?
Absolutely. That's the great thing about anime, right? Because when you go watch these movies nowadays,
Yeah.
you can't just do anything. There's budgets, there's limits to what you can do. In anime, it's to whatever you can create in your mind.
Whatever.
Anything. Do it again.
Do it again, like
First thing you think of, just say it.
robot dogs.
Yep.
Real life.
Yep. Uh-huh.
That's theoretically anime is real life.
Absolutely. If you create it,
I see. What about
that's
like?
why I'm the highest rank.
Indeed, I can tell. Like kind of your radiance, your like
It's the
power.
aura.
You have like
The aura.
if you were in an anime right now, you'd be like cracking the ground as you stomped across the battlefield.
Right, and theoretically, I am. So.
I see. Like if there's like a billion projectiles all aimed at you, you just keep crushing the ground because of how powerful you are. You wouldn't even notice it. You'd have some flex, like, oh, we'd have some side character say, he's just cracking the ground and not even looking at anything else. And yeah.
Man, you should really make anime.
We should.
You have a
Actually,
good mind for it, and I would know.
I don't want to show right now, but on this channel, we're actually going to have episodes of the Anime Action Podcast.
Oh my
Official
gosh, you guys are
episodes.
actually going to do it.
We're actually going to do it. I know it's been...
That's a dream of mine. I cannot believe that's going to happen. Thank you so much.
No problem. Would you say, theoretically, you're excited about it?
You know, and in reality as well.
In reality?
I've just been a fan for so long that, like, it's just an honor to be here, you know?
Okay.
And to get special news like that before anyone else, like, I'm honored.
Well, consider yourself honored. Let me, I've just got a GED in anime, so I'm no master. But I wanted to run something by you, and you tell me if it's real poggers or not. All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
It's this idea that there's no real true anime. It's merely that we perceive the anime like right on top of our real life realm of logic and causality and hypercausality, and we use reason to try to justify that it's anime. But for all we know, maybe it's not anime. What do you think about that?
Wow. That's fascinating. I wouldn't have dreamt it the same way without your higher notion.
Thank you. That means a lot. Would you say I'm kind of like an honorary theoretical anime-ist as well?
Yeah, honestly, I would invest in you.
You would
Everyone
invest in
that's
me if you
listening, as a person that has, done a lot of investing in anime, this is definitely a money dump right here.
A money dump?
Yeah, you have the mind for it. I feel like in the early stages like this, people should be giving you thousands.
Excellent. Speaking of the market, can you tell our fans about the 9 types of anime on the speculative market?
Absolutely. There's common anime, that it's very common. You can find it anywhere. There's preferred anime.
Preferred, like what you would prefer, right?
Right.
Okay.
First thing you think of. Same kind of feel.
Okay. Yeah.
Dece, which is basically just that mid-tier anime.
It's decent. Okay, yeah,
it's
makes sense.
just it's decent.
Okay.
Universal, that's anyone can enjoy that.
Yeah.
Me and my cat were watching one the other day, and he literally kept putting his paw up.
Tell us a little bit about your cat before we continue with this.
That's a house cat.
House cat?
So, yeah, not much more to say about it. Black and white, beautiful little being.
What about his name? You were telling me about that earlier.
Lazar. Robert Lazar.
I see. Named after the physicist.
Yes. Anybody that's listening should definitely look him up. It's a great little story.
Let's get back to anime. What's really important?
Absolutely.
Here. After Universal anime?
There's domestic, cylindrical, cringe. That's what the kids are really into. It's a new phase. If you hashtag it, it's all over the place.
See, I'm not really big into cringe anime. When I watch them, I'm like, you know what I mean? Have you ever had that feeling?
Yeah, and I think that's what people are addicted to.
They like
the
cringe.
Stocks are going up though. Yeah, I mean, it's very popular right now. But if you don't like cringe, maybe you'd like Pog.
Pog?
That's another one that's going up.
I'm somewhat of a boomer. Can you tell me what this Pog is?
Well, it's one of those things. If you have to ask, it's almost embarrassing to tell you the answer.
Okay, but would you invest into that?
Absolutely. I mean, it is rising quickly, and I don't see it stopping anytime soon.
I see. And I just had one more question about domestic. What is domestic anime?
It's really what does your family enjoy? You know,
I see.
what can you sit down? Another word for it's just family anime, family fun.
Like if you lived alone, would that still be domestic anime?
If you have some cat, you can't be lonely. You know,
Okay.
maybe if you had some animals, it'd still be for you. Or if you're weird.
If you're weird?
Yeah, if you're alone and you like the domestic, it's a lower stock. But
Okay.
they're out there.
Out of all
the
these,
last one actually.
Oh, you forgot the last one? Okay.
Yeah, you said there is 9, but I can't forget the last one. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm sure it doesn't matter. Out of all these 9, which would you say is the one if you could only invest your hard-earned Dogecoin into one of these, what would it be?
I mean, probably Dees.
Dees?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I know it's a surprise.
Because it's stable, right?
Yeah, it's always gonna be there.
Always.
You're looking at long-term profits there.
What about that one you
Everything else is
forgot?
a little more jumpy, you know.
Would you invest in that one you forgot? Where would you rank that?
I would put 5% into it.
5%?
You know, you go to a casino, you put some money here, put some money there, and then you take a little bit of money and you get wild with it, you know? The last one's when you want to get wild with it.
Okay. Now, these 9 categories, are they reflective? Are they related to the QTSG model that we know in the anime speculative market?
No, but explain what that is to your fans who don't understand anything because...
Of course. It's QTSG stands for quality, timing, stress, and gamer viability. So, quality, how good the anime is. The price of an anime goes up if it's a good anime. If it's a poor anime, price goes down. Timing, is it an anime movie? Is it 2 hours? Stock goes down because people aren't willing to watch 2 hours. A 30-second anime clip of a lolly? Yeah, I'd say that's stock's going up a few 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Stress. Now, buddy, something we don't like to talk about. A harsh reality is watching anime all day. It can be pretty stressful. Yeah.
There.
Tell us a little bit about how you get stressed watching anime sometimes, Dapper.
Well, you really gotta pick your anime. You know, there's stress relievers and there's stressful anime. And sometimes, you know, you like to get stressed. I like to build it up until I can't take it anymore sometimes.
I see. What's the most stressed you've ever been watching an anime?
Well, I invested 100% of my income into, let's just say, the one I forgot. Remember that one?
Oh, yes.
I went full wild.
Full wild card. And
That's something you don't want to do.
you didn't make a profit on that then, I take it.
Well, that I can't tell you.
Okay.
You know, sometimes you get lucky.
Sometimes
I'll
you
just
get
say
lucky.
that.
You roll the dice, and sometimes you come up...
Just like in an anime,
yeah.
you come up with the right things. You know, you never know.
If you were an anime character, would you be would you be a side character? Would you be a protagonist, the hero? What kind of character would you be?
I would definitely be the hero.
The hero.
Yeah, I mean, most side characters are forgettable.
Yeah.
And if they aren't forgettable, then they're basically the hero, right? You can have 3 heroes.
I honestly
prove that.
can't even remember any side characters because I've already forgot them all.
Right, because their heroes are not.
Yeah.
That's it.
And if there was a side character that I did remember, I just wouldn't have called him a side character. I'd just call him like the main character too.
Right. Yeah, I mean, Blue Eyes White Dragon, that was the main character.
Yes, thank you. Something people don't understand about Magic the Gathering is that cards are potentially the main character. I love that anime. So, yes, let's get back to the QTSG model. Stress, we already talked about that, so I'm not going to explain it a second time. We already talked about it.
See how stressed you are?
Yeah. And you can get really stressed watching anime. I watch so many anime videos every day. Instead of going to work, I'll have to call off work, tell my boss, sorry, I couldn't make it in. I was watching anime. That just things in my life aren't going very well from all this. Well, let's not get into it. All I gotta say is anime is great. Wouldn't you agree with that, Dapper?
The number one thing in my life.
Like, what would be number 2?
I just start thinking of other animes like immediately.
Anime. So your number 1 thing in life is anime, and the number 2 is anime as well.
Yeah, yeah. And then when I think of third,
I'm sorry, you seem to have cut out. You've lost connection.
When I think of a third thing, it's just anime again.
Anime again. Well, I don't mean to,
That's the only thing I have in my head.
Well, I don't.
What makes me the highest rank. I mean, that's the difference, right?
I can see that you are quite the highest rank, and I don't mean to brag or anything, but my top 4 things in life are all anime. So, yeah, I got a little bit more going on. Pretty busy.
We're gonna rank you up for sure.
Yeah. Anyway, let's enough of this talk. Let's get back to anime. Gamer viability. That's like if you were a gamer, would you watch this anime? If yes, the stock goes up. Right. If not, stock pretty much stays the same, but you still want it to go up.
This is where the Pog and the Cringe have been really spiking.
Correct. Like, all the other ones are very much influenced. If it's Dece, the timing, stress quality, all fluctuate with the Dece. But absolutely. Cringe and Pog, if you're a gamer, if you're a gamer, tell us a little bit about that, Dapper. Tell us about that.
I mean, it's like riding a roller coaster with no seat belts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's up and down and all over the place, and you're gonna have fun.
I see. It's like the gamers. They really like the Pog, but they don't like the Cringe. That's something I've noticed. Would you agree with that?
I agree. Yeah.
But sometimes, other times that is, they love the Cringe, and they hate the Pog. Isn't that interesting?
I think it's an age thing. Yeah, I think it's an age thing.
As you get older, you like the Pog or you like the Cringe more?
Yeah, teenage gamers like the Pog, but young 8-year-old gamers, they like the Cringe.
I see. Minecraft, would you call that Cringe or Pog?
I would call that Krog.
Krog? Okay. Fortnite.
Yeah. Cringe.
Fortnite Cringe? But it does have Rick and Morty in it. What would you say about that?
I would put another G in Cringe.
Okay.
Take the Pog off of the G off Pog and put it in Cringe. Have 2 G's.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's like a theoretical thing you just did there.
That's like a theoretical anime I just made.
Excellent. Yeah. Are you rich? Can I ask that? I don't want to pry too much. Are you rich?
I mean, when I put all those into the wild side, like I was talking about before.
Yeah.
Again, I'm just gonna say, sometimes you get lucky.
Oh wow! All right. That's pretty Pog to tie it back together. That's pretty Pog.
It's pretty decent.
Do you have anything else you'd like to add to the end of this podcast? Dapper?
Dump money into this podcast. Everyone.
Yes. I've been saying that for years, and no one's been listening.
It's the best investment you can make.
It is, really.
I honestly believe that.
When you're not putting money into NFTs, when you're not investing
70-30, 70-30.
70-30. Oh, that can be like a meme. We can try to abuse that in our chats.
70/30.
Yeah.
Hashtag it.
I will. Anything else to add? I think that about does it, right?
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right.
Thanks for having me on.
No problem. See you later, apes.